Okay, so we are going to get into the first video of the year for 222. New content this year and sort of a new starting point as we dive into learning a little bit about 3D. And one of the key things to start looking at as an architect is AI. And there is we could spend hours here getting into the ethics of AI. And I'm going to save you all that argument here for this video, other than simply saying, I don't know exactly where I stand yet on the ethics of how it's building images, image attribution, all of those types of things. But what I am going to say is AI is coming. It's going to modify how we design. So we better start learning how to use it so it doesn't run over us like the steamroller that the thing actually is. Okay. So there are several great ones out there right now. I'm going to cover Midjourney simply because that's the one I'm the most familiar with. It's pretty exciting what it can do for us as a designer, and it's highly questionable what it can do for us as a designer. All that said, like I mentioned, as a technologist, we've got to start learning this stuff and how it's going to apply and shape our design thinking. So we came up with this little assignment. We are wanting this semester, as students are learning Revit, to do a small house, tiny house, something that they can wrap their heads around, something that we can quickly do. So we simply came up with a little bit of a formula for prompts in Midjourney. And essentially what Midjourney is going to do, so here's Midjourney right here. What Midjourney is going to do is it's going to look at a series of text prompts, and it's going to generate images based on millions of images inside of its database. Okay. The question is, where did all those images come from? I don't know. That's where the question is. When we get something like these coming back that start to express architectural ideas, is this somebody else's architectural idea that I'm standing on in a way where I'm not giving credit? I don't know. But what I do know is we've got to start learning this. We've got to start figuring out how to leverage this technology and how to do it in the right way, right? So I want to be leader in this, not just wait to see what happens, for sure. So Midjourney works through Discord. So right now I only have a free license to Discord here, or a free license to Midjourney. And what you're going to do in Discord is you are going to go to one of the newbie channels, right? So I've got newbie 118, newbie 148. Either one of those are going to work. Apologies in advance. Who knows what's going to pop up? There are lots of people right now working through this server to create their own Midjourney images. Here we have something with kids and whales and something else. I don't know. But if you look on Discord right here, you're going to see something that's super helpful, which is getting started. And it's basically going to give you the introduction to what you need to have happen. Okay? / imagine, and then type whatever you want. Right? So it's kind of that simple, but what I will tell you is there are prompts that you can write that become absolutely masterful in terms of what they give back to you. Right? And it's only going to get more and more advanced. Right now, I haven't seen a lot of things that start to do architectural styles, but it's definitely there with art styles. So get into this, right? Figure out what it's going to do for you in your design process. So you're going to do / imagine right here, and that sets us up with a prompt. If you're simply following the formula as you get into this, right? I'm going to start with the word architecture, just because that seems to make sense, comma. So let's do on this one, let's do tiny house. Seems like a fun thing to do, popular term. It's probably going to produce the right kind of hit for us. Tiny house, okay? And then again, please don't follow this exactly because, why wouldn't you want to go ahead and start finding your own kind of things? But I'm just going to go ahead and continue to work through a couple of the prompts. Let's make a concrete tiny house that's in a forest. That is all about folding. Let's do folding. Folding seems fun. That's all about folding as a formal quality. And let's do volumetric light because I like volumetric light. Realistic as a style. And essentially it's going to be building that from scratch. And let's do one more. Let's add some glass. I want to make sure it's not just only concrete. That would be a bummer. So let's add in glass. And I'm going to hit enter. And it is now going to start building this right here for me. So I'm going to sort of track this little piece right here. And you can see it's already starting to figure out what kind of image it's going to build. Fascinating. I haven't done this enough to be able to understand and sort of predict what it's going to generate. And I kind of lost it there for a second. Again, not the best here with the Discord. So let's go back up here, see if I can't find that. I think I might be going the wrong way here. Did I mention that I'm not the best with the Discord here? I think it's actually going to be down here towards the bottom. There we go. So, these as images, it's clearly taken the folding as sort of an origami kind of thing. Really enjoy sort of how it's doing the windows. Somehow it's figuring out, well, I want to start thinking about both interior and exterior. I have no idea what this glowing rock thing is, but fascinating. Super cool. I mean, it's a phenomenal way to start generating some ideas. I don't know about the depth of these ideas just yet, means and what it's going to be, how it's going to develop us as designers. I absolutely anticipate within a handful of years, we won't just be seeing these as two-dimensional images, but we're going to see these as three-dimensional forms that we start pulling into BIM, that we start pulling into Twinmotion, that we start realizing how this shapes our design process in a pretty dramatic way. So get into it, right? Figure out what it's doing, figure out how we should be using this as a design community, and let's start taking control of it, y'all, because it's, like I said, it's coming. It's a great big steamroller that's coming down the pipeline. Got to figure out how to use it. So step one, let's learn. Cheers, all. Take care.